Everyone talks about chest day. Everyone has a push day, a pull day, a leg day. Nobody has a posterior chain day. Nobody programs scapular health. And then 6 months in, your shoulders hurt. Your posture looks like you've been carrying a backpack full of regret since 2019, and you can't figure out why your pull-ups have stalled despite training them 3 times a week. Here's why. You've been building the front of your body while completely ignoring the back. Not your lats. Everyone does lat pull-downs. Not your traps. Every gym bro shrugs. The deep stabilizers, the muscles that hold your skeleton together, while the glamour muscles get all the attention. You've been decorating the front of a house that has no foundation. The posterior chain is every muscle running down the back of your body. Hamstrings, glutes, spinal erectors, rear delts, lower traps, rhomboids. Most people hit maybe 2 of those consistently. The rest are getting by on whatever accidental stimulation they receive during other movements, which is roughly the equivalent of watering a plant by leaving a window open during light rain. Here's what actually happens when your posterior chain is weak. Your pelvis tilts forward. Your lower back takes on load it was never designed to handle alone. Your hips lose the ability to generate real power. Every compound movement you do, pull-ups, dips, squats, is compromised because the chain that should be transferring force is full of gaps. You're strong in the muscles you can see in the mirror and fragile everywhere else. Scapular health is the part nobody mentions until something goes wrong. Your scapulae are 2 floating bones on your upper back. They're not fixed to your rib cage. They're held in place entirely by muscle, which means if those muscles are weak, undertrained, or imbalanced, your scapulae move incorrectly during every single pressing and pulling movement you do. Every rep, every set, every session, quietly building dysfunction until your shoulder starts making a noise it shouldn't, or you wake up one day and can't reach overhead without discomfort. The muscles that control scapular movement are the serratus anterior, lower traps, rhomboids, and mid traps. Most people have never deliberately trained a single one of those in their life. They press, they pull, they shrug, and they wonder why their shoulder health deteriorates as their training volume increases. Here's what actually needs to happen. Scapular retractions, prone YTW raises, wall slides, band pull-aparts, dead hangs with active shoulder engagement. These are not exciting exercises. They will not make you look stronger in the short term. They will not get double taps on social media, but they are the difference between a training career that lasts and one that ends with a physio appointment and a 6-week layoff. For the posterior chain, the prescription is equally straightforward. Nordic curls for the hamstrings, one of the most effective exercises in existence that almost nobody does because it's brutal and humbling. Glute bridges and hip thrusts, because your glutes are the most powerful muscle in your body, and most people use them primarily for sitting. Reverse hyperextensions for the spinal erectors. Face pulls for the rear delts. None of these are complicated. All of them are neglected. The reason people skip this work is simple. You can't see these muscles in the mirror. Progress on them doesn't show up in the obvious ways. Your bench doesn't go up because you did face pulls. Your pull-up count doesn't increase the day after Nordic curls. The return on investment is invisible in the short term and enormous in the long term, which is exactly the same category of thing as warming up properly, eating enough protein, and sleeping enough. All things people know they should do and consistently underdo. Start adding 1 posterior chain movement and 1 scapular drill to every session. Not a separate day, not a full overhaul. 1 movement, 1 drill, 5 to 10 minutes. That's the entry point. Over weeks it compounds. Your posture improves. Your shoulder stability improves. Your main lifts improve because the supporting structure they rely on is no longer the weak link. The muscles nobody trains are the reason the people who train them look and move differently from everyone else. Not more volume, not a better program, just attention to the parts of the body everyone skips because they're not visible and not glamorous. And how to build these into your existing routine without adding 2 hours to your sessions. Now, go train the back of your body for once